It's really hard to believe, but we are just weeks away from the first day of school. Of course, our school district leaders are working very hard to get ready right now. And joining us is St. Louis Public School Superintendent Dr. Myra Berry. Dr. Berry, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Well, I know you've got a lot going on, and honestly, we've been talking about you being the third superintendent in 2 years. Challenging time, but you're not new to the district. So I'm wondering if you can talk about how you've been serving, in this role for some time, how you're feeling about the future of the district as well.
Yes, thank you. So 21st year with St. Louis Public Schools. It was an extremely exciting time. As you mentioned, we've had a rough couple of years, and not just because of all the things that you hear in the media, but our students right now are going through things that people don't even know about. And so to be able to
Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. So the tornado.
Yes.
You see what happened with the tornado. But aside from that, they were torn from their homes, torn from families. Families were separated. And those are the things that are just not talked about. And so to have that and to still deal with everything else that they hear, we're talking about the Future Ready program. Mm-hmm. And so being able to still serve our students, to serve our staff. So many staff are impacted, but they show up each and every day ready to serve our students.
Yeah.
So those are the real things that I think people don't understand, that on top of everything else.
Yeah.
And so being in the district for 21 years and understanding where we are and where we need to go, I think has really helped and been phenomenal.
Yes, to have the institutional knowledge.
Yes.
We haven't had that in a couple of years at your level. Can we talk about the Future Ready plan a little bit? I think the big headline of this plan is that several schools will be closing. And what is really the end game with this plan?
Yeah, and so we're asking people to think about repurposing. And we say that because just because it's no longer a traditional school does not mean it's not going to have value in the community. And so the end game is to make sure that every school that we're having, if it's no longer a traditional school, that we're repurposing it for a need in the community. And we are hoping that we get community partners to come out to say, hey, we want to make sure that we have something that is of a need in the community, utilizing this school and still preserving the historical relevance of that particular building.
Sure, and I've heard you say on this show, it's hard for parents not to take it personally when their school is getting closed, but you've got this opportunity now. What do you want parents to know as we get closer to the new year?
That it's not about the building themselves. Still hold on to those ties, still love the building, but also think about loving the school district. And whatever's happening that's wonderful in that school that caused you to love it, it'll still be there no matter where the students are and what building they reside in. So we're going from a district of schools to a school district, and everyone should understand that St. Louis Public Schools will be the best school district for all children in the city of St. Louis.
And change and transition are hard for
Yes.
folks. I get it. Will parents be able to still send their kids to a specialized school? I know that there were some questions about restructuring magnet schools. Can you kind of explain that process?
Yes, we will still have specialized schools, but we have so many magnet schools right now that we're looking to make those neighborhood schools. We believe that every child should have access to a well-resourced and fully funded school right there in their neighborhood. And so with magnet schools, we're doing busing all over our district, and some of the schools right there in their own neighborhood, they have to pass.
Well, let me have some real talk with you because busing's kind of been a mess in the district for a couple of years. I know we had Zoom last year as a new vendor. How is that going? Are there any changes with getting kids to school this year?
Zoom has worked tremendously,
Okay.
much better than in the past. Of course, you still have some hiccups, but a 93% on-time overall rate by the end of the year is phenomenal. We still hear concerns, but we're addressing those concerns, but it is eons better than what it was in the past.
Okay, we'll take it. Let's end on a positive note. Tell me something good. How can the community support students, your work? What can we do?
Yeah, the community has been wonderful. They're already reaching out saying, what can we do? So we're certainly going to make sure that we get a list out there of all the great things we need. But we're asking them to be visible, to understand and to say, our children deserve the best and great things are happening at SLPS. And then come on back on and be a great partner for us. Come back in our schools, volunteer, see where the supports are needed. Be present in the lives of our children. And that's exactly what we need.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much for your time, Dr. Berry. I know you're going to be sticking around for that first half of our 7 o'clock hour. So if you like, I don't know, if you want to even text us a question, you can do that too. But Dr. Berry will be sticking around for Today in St. Louis at 7. That is on our streaming app. But thank you again.
Thank you.
And see you in a few minutes.
Yes, ma'am.